don't you greet these fellas with a nice smile and that?
Good morning, Tim. How are you? 12 we're going to pick up. 2 bogies loaded to the gunnels with kegs.
We've got to show them around to get them, or...?
Yeah.
Any time they want something...
You're going to argue, we're going to get it done and have a tucker.
I will argue.
There you go.
Phantom raspberry blower strikes again.
You said to me you're going to pick up 12 trucks, that's all you told me.
All I can hear in the background something about raspberries. I'm trying to explain where we're going.
Well, where are you going?
Where are we going? Morning, people. You got the flu too, have you? You're heavy round the eyes. Did you work? No, that new camera. What's this one? What's he doing here? What's he doing here? Pick up 15. Getting the flu. You give it to him.
When you first start, you don't know what's happening. And you get out in the yard and you get 3 weeks learning time, and then you just wander around in total confusion, you know. You don't understand a thing that's happening, you know. You can't say, you know, why did he do that? It doesn't make any sense, you know, it looks stupid. And all of a sudden, they ask you, what's that line? And you say, bingo, I know it. And they say, congratulations, son, you're a shunter, here's your gloves. And then it's sort of expected of you that you know what you're doing, you're taken up, and that's when it gets heavy. Usually at first when you start with a new crew, you know, you're sort of lost. You don't know just how they work. And then you get out and you don't know what you're doing. You know, and everybody's yelling at you. You think it's a bastard of a job.
He thinks he's going to pull these out now, he's got another thing coming. They've got an engine here, they must be deaf, those blokes.
You come into contact with people that aren't in the railways, you know. If you've got to go down Jones's Bay and they got trucks in the way or something.
It won't be working, it's fantastic.
Now, if they cooperate with you, you'll get everything done quickly, you know.
Better get other shutters, mate, just let them know that we're not the only silly barges to work in the rain.
Technically, I could sit back and wait for people just to tell me to do things all day, you know. Like, I don't really have to make decisions if I don't want to, I'm only a sprag.
It's funny, Dad, just getting a letter yesterday saying I've got no sick days left as well. But you see, you go to bed at night and you don't realise in the morning that you're going to be so bad. You know, you set the alarm, say, for 5 o'clock. You got a phone up. You go down the phones around our place, they're all fucking smashed up and everything. All these fucking bundles. And there's no phone. You got to walk about 6 miles before you get a phone, so you might as well fucking come in. Because if you don't phone up before 6, you don't get paid. I think that should be changed, that, you know.
What if I woke up in the morning with bronchial pneumonia?
You don't get paid.
And I couldn't make it to the phone.
That's what I told. I got a thingied last week here in Cran. I took a day off. We went out to Gosford, you know, and I come back. And I was going to phone up in the night because I knew I'd be fucked in the next day, but I said, I might go in. I never woke up till 8 o'clock, so I phoned up. Well, I told the missus to phone up. She went out and phoned up and says I wouldn't be in. So I went to claim the fucking sick day, and he says, you can't claim. He says, you got to phone up 2 hours before. I said, there's no phones or nothing. He says, how the bloody hell can I phone up? I said, I'm sick and everything. He says, you don't get paid for it.
Trains will come into one central area and they'll get broken up and dispatched. Then you go and you pick up each individual lot and you divvy it out, you know. You've got 50 carriages and they have to go on 10 different roads. If you had to take every carriage and push it into a road and come out, and push it some into the next road and back and forward, you know. Take you all day to do the one train. So what you do, you get the engine going pretty fast. You give a hand signal for that to the driver. You pull that release pin and cut it one truck or however many trucks it is off, and you stop the engine and the truck keeps going. You've given a signal to somebody down the bottom. The second person sets the road, and usually there's somebody down the bottom of the yard. They just stop it with a handbrake.
Good to be shunting these yet, although when they finish shunting that, you shouldn't be able to follow them up. I might take a chance on the main line, eh? Be better that way. Right, main line. Yeah, that's right. Where'd it go, there?
No, because you're going to go up here now. You're going to get caught up here. Then you're going to pull the siding down. Then you've got to shut the siding out. And then you've got to have a tucker break, 20 minutes at least. And then you've got to push. And then you've got to do ahead. We get stuck up here. 9:30 the best time to come up here, mate. Fucking is, I'm telling you.
Can't get the drivers to get out when you want them to.
But the harder you sort of, you're in with everybody else in the whole yard, you come in contact with them through the day. In Darling Island, you might see them once a day. Other than that, you're in your own little area, which is pretty good. Because where there's all those people working, somebody's going to screw somebody up somewhere. If we're doing our job, somebody comes storming in the middle and blocks us, you know, you're just about ready to throw a brick at them. But you've got to realise it's not really their fault.
They're not very happy blokes, them, aren't they? Fucking miserable.
You're all employees on the railway? Huh? What defence?
We signed an indemnity.
What's them pubs
You
here?
signed an indemnity.
Yeah.
Who's arrangement you got them with? Do you know who it
See you
is?
later.
To talk to Tim Warmer because he's...
Yeah, well, your safety officer down there complained about you standing on the middle of a flat truck coming up on a train in motion.
One thing said I'm not to take any more at all.
Look, Frank, you're on the wrong bloody slant altogether. I'm not objecting to the bloody photos. I'm just telling you what the fella said, and I'm telling you what you ought to do to look after the men that are with you.
down the aisle, and things just seem to be a bit more predictable somehow. Get to know each other better, you know each other's habits, you know how each other works.
Is you down there, no?
Things sort of roll along pretty smoothly until maybe something goes wrong.
Look out, Jimmy! Hey, you!
Fucking brilliant, isn't it? Do it all the time.
Hey, Frank, those blokes think it's funny. Frank says those blokes think it's funny.
Hey, kick the engine into 23, will you, Brendan?
Ban it now, we'll fucking get onto it now.
As the union bloke said, he says, it's okay, they'll let you break every rule in the book because you have to get the trains out. They'll let you break any rules you bloody want until something goes wrong and then they hit you with the rules. Which is kind of sad, isn't it, Real? Because, oh yeah, you can break rules and put your life on the fucking line, but you know, you can't.
Yeah, but if something goes wrong, then it's your fucking life on the line anyway.